Okie dokie. So, Bant Vannifar. So Vannifar refers to this card here. Prime Speaker Vannifar. Sacrifice another creature you control. Search your library for another creature with converted mana cost equal to 1 plus the sacrificed creature's cost and put that into play. So we've got various different 2, 3, 4s right on up here. We got a Cavalier of Gales, a God-Eternal Oketra, and then a Kenrith here at our top end to generate different value in different situations, also potentially help close games out. Got Questing Beast here, which has been very powerful to search up. Risen Reef and Cloudkin Seers are great cards on 3 because they're cards that generate value when they come into play, so we don't mind sacrificing them to turn them into something else because they already did a little something. 4 Charming Prince is a card that I'm not 100% sure is worth playing a giant fistful of them here because while it's a little bit flexible, the ultimate power level of this card seems a little bit low. And there haven't been a ton of aggressive decks where randomly gaining extra life is super great. Neoform's also a card I'm a little bit suspect on because while Vannifar's activation is very reasonable because you get to do it again and again and again, spending a card just to get that activation one time often feels a little bit underwhelming. We've got Goose with Papa Food here, so let's go ahead and dive on in and see how this one goes. I have no idea. I don't really play any Best of One Demonger. I assume linear aggro is ideal there. I was watching a VOD, but now I've turned into the real stream. I'm truly living in the future. Thanks for the Bezo Bucks Yak Lives. Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. So, yep. Best linear aggro deck then so far. Probably the Knights deck we played this morning. The black-green Henge deck has also been very good, but I don't know that that's not quite as aggressive. It's a little bit more borderline mid-rangey. What is meant by Bezo Bucks? Bezo Bucks is not a magic thing, so Bezos is Jeff Bezos' last name, who is the owner of Amazon. And Twitch Prime comes from having Amazon Prime. So Bezos Bucks is a play on that. It's kind of like taking money from Amazon and giving it to me. Which, if you have Amazon Prime, make sure you drop that Twitch Prime somewhere every month, even if it's not here. Because trust me when I say who's ever on Twitch could probably use the money more than Jeff Bezos. So what they take here is going to be contextual based on the contents of their hand. If they have a removal spell, they'll probably take Risen Reef. If they don't have a removal spell, they'll probably take Prime Speaker Vannifar. Valors, thanks for the brand new Prime support. Welcome to Hoaglandia. I appreciate you keeping me around. Actually, if I'm expecting them to have a removal spell here, I should just play Wicked Wolf, right? Because Wicked Wolf is going to get fed by Oko and not die to a removal spell, which is great. The Wicked Wolf Oko, like we just got done talking about in the Sultai show, like a lot of different places can be good together. Another Fires of Invention deck, okay. What do we got? Castle with Fires seems incredibly impressive. Because this gives you a way to use your mana every turn when you're not using your mana to cast spells. So this lets them cast 2 spells per turn without paying their mana cost. Only those spells have to cost equal to or less than the number of lands they control.
Welcome to the feast.
Draken, thanks for the 2 months of support there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Well, I appreciate that, Valors. Thanks for keeping me around. if I get to untap with this Vannifar, we're gonna upgrade this goose into a cook the goose into a Fblthp, I think. How we do Assault Oko. Our final record ended up being a little bit middling. We ran pretty poorly though. I don't know that I was necessarily upset with the deck. Neoform doesn't really do anything, right? I guess if they kill Vannifar, that lets me turn this into a Fblthp and draw 2, so it's like a draw 2 in a roundabout way. That's a good suggestion. I could just use Oko to take the army. Yeah, I should have done that. Oh no, its power is greater than 3, right? Yeah, it's power, not converted mana cost. Just easy to mix up, to be fair. Your apartment smells like rotten vegetables. Brutal. Hopefully it's an okay temperature outside where you live that you can open your windows. Seems like a mistake on my opponent's part that they're not, like, scrying on their upkeep. Not right. Thanks for the 7 months. Or do they scry at my end? They probably scryed at my end step. Alright, so they cast 2 spells, right? So I'm gonna get to Vannifar this turn. So... I'd like to draw 2 cards. And then Prime Speaker. Oh, I can get Deputy of Detention to exile this, and then the Wicked Wolf can kill this. Oh, that's not how Prince works. Prince does not untap things. Prince blinks things, and they don't come back till the end of turn.
I have other schemes to attend to.
I think I'd rather just scry 2 here. So we're ahead on board right now, obviously, but they're getting to scry 2. Double top. That bodes well for us, right? That's definitely a good thing when the control deck's like, no, these are perfect. Keep them there. Could blink the Deputy and take fire. What are the odds you think they can't just cast their spells next turn? Rough, New England. Good luck getting that sorted.
I know 88 ways to defeat. I have just the trick for this. I must train harder.
Yeah, I haven't been impressed with fires. Like, I feel like these games we're losing to fires are because, like, the decks I'm playing are kind of medium and we're drawing poorly. Like, everything is kind of going right for my opponent here and we're still, like, kind of in this game. No, they very recently added animations to a bunch of the cards from guilds. Yeah, food plus wolf might just win this game still. If they have like Angrass Rampage, maybe they can kill this, but the wicked wolf's gonna be a real thorn in their side. And like again, like I haven't really drawn many spells this game, right? And like my opponent had their ideal thing and started doing stuff with it right away, and we're still like in this game with a bad draw. Yeah, when we go to save it, it gets bigger. They still have plenty of cards in their deck, 37 cards. And they keep double scrying top. So, like, Does this Scry Top kill the wolf? Do you have an Angrass Rampage? That'll do, pig. I feel like Fires is the type of card that a lot of people are going to have a really hard time evaluating, because I feel like a lot of the games that you're going to win with Fires are games that you also would have won without Fires. And like being able to differentiate that, I think, is going to be tough. Vannifar is actually just like not even very good here. Yeah, I guess upgrading my medium mana creature is probably fine. The fact that Fires makes them play Hearthstone also doesn't seem particularly good. This hand's a little speculative, but if we find a second land, it's pretty reasonable, so I'm going to keep it. Never didn't have it. Nothing but professionalism here, chat. Yeah, I think I'm in for Wicked Wolf. I think that card's gonna give them fits, so in for that one.
Revel with your king, wild and sovereign and free. Welcome to the feast.
Welcome to the jungle, baby. Sure. Do I just hold up Stroke here? I think I was gonna hold up Stroke here. Just gonna like attack you for 3.
Gaze into my face and put on your true shape. One bite, and all your cares are gone.
So we're hitting them for 9 next turn. Ooh, that's a good one.
Let's broaden your existence.
Maybe I should leave double green up here in case I draw another Veil. Sure. Punished. And yep. All right. You should always target yourself with Enter the God-Eternals. Actually, you know what? Did I sideboard wrong? Do I want? I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna leave a Deputy in my deck because searching Deputy seems reasonable against their Enter. I forgot about that one. What? 1 mana Cryptic is busted. Thanks for the 9 months, Eyeball Head. I appreciate that. Do 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 do. All right, chat. I have a very important question. What do I want to get for dinner? My wife said my wife is out with the kids and they already ate, so I get dealer's choice anywhere with the drive-through. Significant others, chat. The original Uber Eats. I had pizza last night. Portillo's is like that's a good suggestion right there. Panera's another good option. I feel like Panera or Portillo's. I could go for either of those. Never heard of Portillo's. Is a mostly, they're originally from Chicago and they've branched out to a couple of other places. I live in Chicago. I live 2 hours south of Chicago. They open a Portillo's in Bloomington. Hateful, thanks for the brand new Prime support. Welcome to Hoaglandia. I am 45 minutes from Champaign. I'm in the Bloomington normal area. Let's do Portillo's. Let's eat some garbage. I'm a big fan of eating garbage. Cheese fries, and a mushroom sandwich. Portillo's, for people not familiar, if you don't live near one, they do burgers and hot dogs, but they have excellent cheese fries, pretty good shakes. I'm a vegetarian. They have a grilled mushroom sandwich that's very good that I like to get from there. So I don't eat a lot of those things I just listed. Waffle Polios, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Thanks for keeping me around. The cheese fries do fine transporting from there to here. My wife and I do a borderline unhealthy amount of takeout. You know, I know which food travels well from which places. So something else we haven't explored yet, and maybe we should, Sultai Kefnet gets to play the fetch land, and a fetch land with Cavalier of Gales sounds truly excellent. Can brainstorm and then crack my fetch chat. So it's like, do I even counter this? They're down to 2 cards, right? Do I just let this resolve and then counter their payoff? I think that's the play. I just let this resolve and counter their payoff. Yeah, like, they just, like, don't get to interact on my turn anymore? Like, thanks? Like, if they're out of gas, this card doesn't do anything, right? Yeah, definitely, Bounty Hunter. Super happy to update my favorites. I'm gonna wait till I hit 1 more land here. So that way I can play a 4-drop and have double counterspell up. That's kind of like double counterspell. Sure. No. Bad Grixis. Stop it. Bad Grixis. He's dead, you've killed him. Hope you're happy with yourself. Again, feel like this is just a good example of, like, why Fires really isn't that impressive. Like, the fact that they played Fires this game has made the game easier for me, I feel like. I have auto-order triggered abilities off, right? Yeah. So let's do this. I want to have this happen first. I'm going to decline putting this into play because I haven't played a land yet for the turn. I'm going to put back Breeding Pool Oko because I want to hide Oko from a discard spell if they have one. Go. No, because if this puts the land into play untapped, tapped, Bob. So I wanna give myself 4 chances at an untapped land. Maybe I'm just supposed to go get my other big bad wolf here. I don't know. I kind of want to draw 2. Yeah, nice Fires of invention. Yeah, exactly, Bob. I don't know. Maybe that card's really busted and someone's gonna figure it out. But every time someone casts it, it just feels like card disadvantage. Like, the types of decks you need to put that card into, like, they're not getting paid off from the free mana, basically, it feels like. Hey, thanks for the tip, Bounty Hunter. Is that for Sultai Gefnet? Yeah, sounds great. Yeah, so, like, the problem is, though, Colin, is, like, if you're playing it with a bunch of cheap creatures, why aren't you just casting your cheap creatures, right? Like, why do you need this Fires of Invention to make, like, 4 mana every turn? Yeah, something with, like, I saw someone playing it with Cavalier. Red Cavalier seems like an interesting card to go with Fires, for instance. That's, like, an expensive card, and it has an activated ability. And Red Cavalier lets you discard extra lands that you don't need anymore, so that's interesting to me. Yeah, good non-spell mana sinks. I think Fires is a trap card too. After playing with it myself for a few matches and, like, seeing it played in a number of matches, it feels like a trap. It is a fun trap, you're not wrong. It is incredibly sweet. So I'm not surprised that we keep seeing people do it. Like opponents playing Sultai Yarok, perhaps. I'm gonna keep, so, like, I really want another land, but, like, if they're playing Yarok Field, we want Questing Beast, because it's our best card here. Adonis, thank you for re-upping that Prime. Welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. Yeah, I agree, Arthanus. In the decks I've seen people playing Fires in, it's felt like a card that's like, well, you won, but, like, you probably would have won without casting Fires, so, like, did Fires really accomplish its goal? We've not played any Emery in Standard, no. I've got an Emery deck for Modern sitting in my queue, though. Yeah, we've got Emery Ascendancy in the deck queue at some point. Looks like Salta Yarok. There's Cavalier of Gales here. I could Charming Prince, gain 3. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. I can Charming Prince, blink Risen Reef, and then evolve this into another Risen Reef. Or Neoform this into another Risen Reef. I don't know if this is good, but I got to draw a bunch of cards, so I'm happy. I feel happy. I'm pretty sure it's retroactive, Big Show. 99% sure you get the retroactively. Oh, you know what? I hadn't made a land drop that turn. I could have drawn the plains and then cast a Paradise Druid, right? Yeah, 10 out of 10 could have done that. Let's brainstorm first and set up some ramp here. Deal. I get to scry 2 first now, too. That's exciting. Yeah, I'm super in for that, right? In fact, I'm going to bottom that now, too. So I'm going to get a bunch of triggers here. Put this back, put this back. Yes. Take action, enter tapped. Take action, scry. Oketra, yeah, in for that one. I've got enough lands at this point that maybe Oketra next turn is good enough. God, have to discard? Pretty unlucky. Pretty unlucky. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm out of elementals, so I'm gonna jump with this. I submitted green-black for the green-black hedge deck for the tournament this for the E-League thing. Seems good enough. Yikes. All right, well that makes things harder. Woof. Ugh. The red felt pretty unnecessary. Oh, this could come in and fight something, which is nice. I probably don't mind fighting Risen Reef, right? So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blockers, and they have 9 attackers at the moment. Maybe I should have played Prime Speaker over this. It would have just left them Risen Reef, though, which is scary. Zombie fight. Go. This card, paying 3 to gain us 5 is like gonna be not irrelevant next turn, which is kind of sweet. If they're playing our build, they're out of basics, right? Oh, they're just casting it? Sure. So if they attack with the beanstalk, we'll go block, sack the food. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 mana potentially next turn. These are 13 for these 3. This is a 15th mana. Gobble, gobble. Gets indestructible in 1/1. That's true. Goose. We are out of food for Goose. So Goose can make food. Goose can make... I probably should have played this the previous turn. Goose can make food for this, though. So if they brick off here, we can get Deputy of Detention next turn and crack for lethal, right? That looks a lot like a Cavalier, huh? Use the MSI installer. The MSI installer works. That's how I do my updates. I guess this just makes more zombies, which isn't really a big deal. Hey, Hildrick. Thank you for the 3 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Man, are we going to punk them out of this game? We might be. It feels like we're getting dangerously close to punking them out of this game. This could be a removal spell, I suppose. If this doesn't kill Vannifar, I feel like we're in an okay spot. You just scryed top. Okay, they scryed top and they have castle. Boo! Boo this rider! Cardboard Tech, thanks for the quarter viewer support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. They're like doing math on if these are lethal. I haven't counted. I hope the answer is no. No, the giant does not trample. Math is for blockers, yep. Alright, so do I block with Wolf and make a food? I feel like I'm supposed to double chump block and draw a card, huh? To try and hit my Deputy or a Neoform. Because Deputy or Neoform both get me out of this. I could put Vannifar into play with Kenrith. Oh, yeah, we can. I totally forgot about that. We definitely have mana of any color, don't we? Kenrith can also give haste. Yeah, he can. I think we might get to steal this here. All right, so they're gonna block 1, 2, 3, 4, and they go to 27, and then they take 20, 28 more. I believe they have died. Thankfully, it's not my job to figure it out. Just in case. Just in case it's not quite lethal yet. Kenrith has actually been really impressive. We played a Bant Kenrith deck yesterday, and he definitely overperformed there. All right, looks like it was lethal. Turns out it was enough. All right, so Teferi's not very useful here. Actually, I guess Teferi rebuys Deputy, which is valuable. Wolf is probably not great. Charming Prince is probably unnecessary. What do we think of this? Oh. Yeah, this is probably hot. Nah, is it? Is it? Is that relevant? I don't know. Maybe. Is it better than like a Wicked Wolf? Is it better than the last Charming Prince? So Prince isn't super great, but he evolves into... I need 2-drops to evolve into Deputy, chat. Yeah, by the time they attack, I think they're going to have mana. I'm not going to bring in that one. Just going to hang tight for the time being. Yep, deck looks great. This one's probably making the deck of one of the decks of the day. Sweet memes are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody memeing for something. I wonder if Oko is actually a trim in this matchup. I guess making Yarok worse is fine. I guess him making Yarok worse is fine. I wonder if we're gonna get Noxious Grasped here. I wonder if I'm supposed to bring in some of the Veils in this matchup. Once upon a time, there was a... I think my opponent, unless they might have just drawn it. Unless they just drew this, they definitely should have done that last turn. They might have just drawn it. Can we steal Yarok with Oko? We definitely can steal Yarok with Oko. It is definitely a legal play. This might be a little greedy. It's a little... What's a little greed between friends, though, really, chat? They have a Noxious Grasp, they just weren't using it. Trophy deal. In for free lands. Ramp it up. Ramp it up. Do. Get in there, little Risen Reef. Time to rise up. And rise up. Alright, so Oko. Probably do this first. Alright, let's start with an island. Let's do this. Speaking of stealing Yarok, Let's make some food. Let's play Prince Charming. Prince Charming would like to blink the Cloudkin Seer. The conservative play is to turn off their Yarok, right? Listen, chat. How many of you showed up today to watch me make the conservative play? Are people really here to watch me make the conservative play? Are you new? Must be. I feel like you must be new. We're very liberal here, chat. Ain't nobody got time for conservative plays. Tradesies? Tradesies?
What a bizarre expectation.
Manners? What a bizarre expectation. Oh, Oko, you sustain me. Oh, Oko. Good lord. Well, that could have gone better. Zombie, hey. We do have double deputy at the moment. That's very true. We didn't ramp, we only drew 4 cards. Listen, chat, it's okay to always want more. There's nothing more American than always wanting more. My zombie is bigger than their zombie. Kenrith can give haste next turn. That is definitely accurate. Wow, they tapped out. Is Kenrith haste lethal? I think Kenrith haste might be lethal because we get to exile all the zombies and the Risen Reefs. And this only exiles opposing Risen Reefs too, right? That player controls. Yeah, so they're at 26 and they have 1 blocker. So we have, oh wait, oh they're attacking Oko. Oko doesn't matter if Oko dies, right? Oko is Broko, chat. All right, so I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana theoretically. 12 mana theoretically. So we go Kenrith off of this and make a thing. And then we go Deputy. Make a thing. Deputy comes in, tags this, tags this. And then Kenrith off of the Goose gets to give everything haste. Not bad. .jpg. I don't know if this deck is good, but it's certainly great. Yeah, I think I'd be surprised if this is it, but there's probably a good Kenrith deck out there somewhere. Kenrith seems real strong. And you just like play Bant Kenrith with Bird and Paradise Druid to splash your other 2 colors. Seems like super reasonable. Like that's an Oko shell, right? Like we've been talking about, there's lots of different Oko shells out there. Bant Kenrith could be an Oko shell with that food package we've been discussing. Trample's a very red ability, Bob. Haste is now green, Trample's now red. Enjoy your stay. We had stolen one of their Yaroks. So our deputy double triggered because we had their Yarok in play. Green is now green's been card draw for a long time. Green's been card draw for a long time. Oh, it's when was Courser of Crew fixed? That's when green became the card draw color. Courser of Crew fixed. Look it up. That was OG Theros, right? Our hand is not particularly well suited for beating Grixis here. Both Charming Prince and Deputy of Detention are a little bit medium. I think I'm gonna detention this for now. Long day. Yep. Set release is super hype.
The brambles of truth twirl and curl, choking out lies. Surely you see the humor here.
Do I get paid by average viewer count? Kinda. The ad breaks we run pay a little bit more based on viewer count. The bulk of my income is Twitch subs, which those sometimes go up in proportion to viewer count. It depends. Gets more people exposed to learning about the Hooglandia ecosystem, though. The website, the YouTube channel, all that jazz. For instance, we picked up a ton of followers in the last couple days. Are you dead yet, Grixis? Gosh, Oko is good. Alright, so you're dead on board? My food comes to life. Who's a hungry boy? I know I am.
I invite you to change your ways.
How you doing? How you doing? Our sideboard has a bunch of anti-Grixis cards in it. Whoever submitted this one didn't really want to lose to Grixis. Yeah, we've had an absurd viewer count all day. We breached 3,000 a couple of times. I'm dragging like a little bit, but my wife is bringing me food in the next half hour, which will perk us right back up. The last few decks of the day are like aggressive decks, so having some smashy at the end of the day is a good wind down. Not 24 hours. I gotta do all this stuff to YouTube tonight when I'm done, and then ideally I'm gonna be live again tomorrow morning. No, that's not true. Actually, that's not true. I can go late tonight. I keep forgetting tomorrow's Sunday. Tomorrow's only Sunday. I do have to play my E-League matches tomorrow. What time are those? I don't have to do that till noon. That sounds great. I think I'm going to keep this here. I think just guaranteed hitting my first 4 lands is good, even if none of them are white. These are my cards. There are many like them, but these ones are mine. Wow. That's a decision. Really, really glad I kept the 4th land now. I wonder if there's another discard spell in our future. This deck looks like the kind of nonsense I'm going to 0-3 with at some point. I believe you, Marty.
Every tale about me is absolute nonsense. Absolutely true.
I think this is a fine exchange for me. Getting the food down here sets up Wicked Wolf nicely for next turn. Drawing a double white spell is not too stellar with our current mana situation. I mean, to be fair, standard hype was pretty low at the end of the last cycle. It's pretty normal. Magic ebbs and flows. High in some spots, low in others. All right, so really want to draw an Oko or a Goose so we can feed this 2 foods and kill Nick.
My revenge will be paid for. My intellect is without limit.
Yeah, 4-drop Bolas did rotate. Oh, you're 1 card too late, Mr. Oko. Probably just exiling a land here.
I will return one. You have no weakness I cannot.
Yikes. Are we done here? Feeling like we're getting pretty close to garbage time. This gets to kill this. If they have another Planeswalker, we're probably done. You have to clean up this sub-game at least. Like if they drop another Nick, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to game 3 here, I think. They have double removal spell in hand here. We get in trouble. They can kill this in response, kill the other one. But I also suppose, even if that's the case, this is now finishing this off. So, like, can you take the other wolf off the table, or am I still in an okay spot? Okay. Lead on this to try and bait a counter. That didn't seem like they had a counter. What is in their hand? They sound like stone cold nothing? I mean, but, like, has to just be a bunch of blanks, right? They got, like, 6 lands? Fires of Invention? Yeah, like, but I have no idea. More Ugins? Yeah, I don't know if they have another... Yeah, maybe it's more Ugins? I guess that's true. It wouldn't be Peak Grixis if they didn't have any. If they had things.
Let's broaden your existence.
You have a Disdainful Stroke? That's a card that could be in their deck, right? That could be in their hand. Yeah, you gotta click on the store tab, and there's a code entry in the upper right-hand corner, Revolution. Yeah, Oko permakills most things. Okay. All right. You got your big, strong planeswalker. What's the line? Yeah, you got him. That's a pretty good one. I'm gonna decline. I haven't played a land yet for the turn, just in case I draw a 4-drop. That one can go into play. So, I think I'm just gonna draw 3 here, right? And then I can send these 2 at Nicol and kill him off. I would like a spell. Sweet, that's a spell. Alright, so I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana in play right now, so I can play this and draw a card. If I draw a 13th land, I can play this and draw 2 cards. Oh no! Not my Wicked Wolf! Oh no! How will I ever manage to winneth the game now? You hath slain my Wicked Wolf. Oh no! What if they -3 and kill my board?
Inferno.
Rats. Rats.
Or is it getting a little warm in here?
Why you bully Grixis? What force do I have? I have a questing beast. Yeah, yeah, I do. Yeah, I have a questing beast. That one. Kenrith. Deals combat damage, deals damage to target. So we go Kenrith, put a counter on here, hit them for 5, hit Chandra for 3 plus 5 on the trigger. Nummy nummy Grixis. Okie dokie. You could say we rose up to defeat Grixis there. I think would be an apt description. Yeah, Grixis is like perpetually a meme. I think in my history of playing Magic, the one time I've seen Grixis not be a meme, it involved Deathrite Shaman in Legacy. Evening, Aaron. Yeah, get it while it's hot, right? Strike while the iron is hot. You leave my Grixis alone, Jeff. Listen, you're not alone in your desire to Grixis be better than crap, but it is frequently crap. Once upon a time, there was a Gilded Goose. This is definitely going to be one of the decks of the day. It's been a long blur, chat. There's been a lot of things played. The Mardu Knights we played this morning was excellent as well. That was 11 and a half hours ago though, so there's not a Toll Smear in here actually. Champion, eh? It's had 4 mana with nothing to do. Do they have an 8-pack ambusher here? Or just like they're holding up murder? Yeah, we had a lot of turn 4 kills this morning with it. Embercleave is hot. They're gonna collect a company, right? Yep. Murder, she wrote. What is your quest? I seek the opponent's face. Kitcha! I am just gonna trade here if they attack. It's probably not unreasonable. I have another murder. Gross. Woof. Alright, you know.
This isn't a fight you can win.
Yeah, we actually just got done playing something that was very close to what this person's playing. It's a Sultai token deck, kind of sorts, with Woodland Champion here.
It's not poisoned. Trust me.
It's not poisoned, trust me. I'm a dick, I'm not a murderer. Oh, Broko. Oh, Broko, you so cheeky, Broko. Good night, my sweet prince. You are too pure for this world.
We'll meet again.
He will meet again. Feeling pretty okay here. So we get to play this and eat the Woodland Champion. And then I think Oko's gonna make this a 3/3.
Surely you see the humor here.
Alright. Let's brainstorm and then we can fetch after. I think I have a third forest. I do. Hot. I mostly just wanted to brainstorm and fetch. I don't know if that was the correct line, but it felt right. It felt right here, okay?
Every tale about me is absolute nonsense and absolutely true.
Brainstorm plus fetch is always the right line. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Lincoln, I've been thinking. You gonna downgrade my Cavalier? Rude. Correct, you cannot fry an Oko that made food. This has infinite loyalty.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. We all know what you just did there, Oko. I hope you have children. If you don't, you probably do now. Ooh! Ooh! That's exciting. That's exciting. Piece of candy. Mr. Hat, thank you for the $5 tip. Whoop. Genuine question, because sometimes I ask questions I feel you don't like and you react negatively. I enjoy your content and want to sub, but I'm worried that you lash out at me for saying something dumb. Have you considered not saying things that are dumb? If you're worried that I lash out at you for saying dumb things, have you considered just not doing that? I feel like that could be a strong line. To answer your question more generically, rather than just being an ass, questions that are appreciated are questions that are constructive and specific, or more pointedly, questions that don't come at topics from a position of extreme authority. I tend to have a problem with people who like to present themselves as, you know, like, my word is the law, and then not presenting any facts to back it up. Because this is Hoaglandia, and the only word that's the law here is mine. This is a dictatorship, and I'm the dick. I'm gonna hide. I have to redraw the top card of my deck next turn anyways. I guess if they kill this, that's not true. I'm gonna put 2 lands back on top. Who's the tater? Declan's the tater. CM Kuza, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Hope you're having an excellent weekend. I said a lot of dumb stuff while subbed, and the important part was that I never phrased it in a way that I was correct. I just knew that I was saying dumb stuff. Jeff was pretty good adult at tolerating dumb stuff, but not incorrect, asserted as facts. Yeah, that's a great summary. Frosky Dog, thanks for the brand new Prime Sport. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Well, they're gonna kill my Broco here, but that's fine, so I'll always bring a backup Broco. Earned a sub for that, thanks Kuza. Oh, okay, sure.
Expendable, except me.
They ate the cat, Chet. There's perfectly good food right here. And they ate the cat. That's just rude.
I think a little
It's just rude. Some people really hate cats. Yeah, I guess. We are down to 8 here. Which is like I can pressure their planeswalkers here, but like dying on the backswing's like kind of becoming a real concern. Although I guess Goose is making me food. Hey, thanks for being here supporting me. I appreciate it. Deckmaster does not have Elendrine yet. Welcome, Mr. Hat. Alright, so what's the line? I feel like I need to take Vraska off the table, huh? But I don't really have stellar attacks to do that. I kind of want to make Goose a 3/3 and then send like this, and this into Vraska. I could take their Goose. That's true. Taking their Goose doesn't seem unreasonable. I could smack Vraska for just 5. I kind of like that, actually. I think that seems like a strong line. Because I still have like 3 extra life here because this Goose can make a food and then I can eat it. So even though we're a little bit low, it's not that big of a deal at the moment. Oh, is their last card a removal spell? That's pretty unfortunate. This gives us good information pre-combat though here. So that's nice. Sure. Well, you know, at least we're not drawing those next turn now. Oh. I guess this is going here. I think I'm supposed to scry 2 at this. Yeah, blinking doesn't really accomplish anything, right? I feel like with that series, we've gone from a little bit ahead to being a bit behind now. Not out of it by any means, but definitely not in the driver's seat anymore. Does exchanging still work if you sack the food? I don't believe so, right? Because it's not, you don't have anything left to exchange. I believe the wording on exchange means if one of them goes away, it doesn't happen. It doesn't work. Yeah, okay, good. I was pretty sure that was the case. Yeah, the kind of dry thunk when, like, the 0 power creature hits is great. One bite and all your cares are gone. This is at 8 here. She ults at 9, which is a concern. This Cauldron Familiar has just been kind of a beating. This attack seems good for me, right? They're like letting me trade a 2/2 for... They're letting me trade a 2-power guy for their 2/3, basically. I'm overblocking here just in case one of their last card's a removal spell. Although I guess they didn't leave up black, so maybe that's bad. Yeah, I should have looked at their mana. So didn't need to overblock because they don't have black mana up. These don't make mana. I'm so used to the random artifacts being treasures. It's gonna take a second to readjust at a glance to like those things don't make mana, they make life. Or they do other stuff potentially. Alright, so I think Broco is like make this a 3/3, smash 2 3/3s into Vraska. And then I can play Prime Speaker plus make some food on my geese. So they get to bring their cat back. The cat came back the very next day. Oh, the cat came back. They thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. Do 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 pew pew pew. You're afraid they'll steal the Prime Speaker. Yeah, I guess that's an actual concern, huh? I don't know. I don't have anything else going on, right? And like, what are they Prime Speakering into? Like, I get sure, like, what, like, do they have a form? If they're playing something close to what we were playing earlier, their creatures are like Murderous Rider and Lovestruck Beast, neither of which are particularly exciting at the moment. It, like, forces their Broco to do something other than make food. Which means their Woodland Champion doesn't grow this turn. They could have a Wicked Wolf, that's true. This Murderous Rider could turn into that. That's a concern. Wicked Wolf is pretty good on this board. They don't do that for 2 more turns though, right? Because they take this turn and then activate next turn. Yeah, Broco dropping 5 loyalty is like not nothing. Yep. Gobble gobble. I found something for you to dote on.
Sometimes sacrifice is necessary.
Man, Vraska really likes cat. I was not expecting her to like cat that much. Poor little kitty. I say this attack would be incredibly loose. Yeah, Charming Prince would get this back too. How about a land, chat? What does a land do for us? Taps for mana. That's a good response. I like that answer. So I think I'm going up to 6 to create another food. So that way next turn I can grab my Prime Speaker back. Hey, J Sims. There's been a lot. We've done like 30 hours over today and the last 2 days. Deal.
Close-minded.
Hey, Windowhead. Thanks for some biddies. Happy Saturday to you. There's a deck you'd like to add to the queue, or a deck already in the queue you'd like to see played a little bit sooner for that, let me know. As always, the people that support my content dictate what we play and when we play it. I'm probably cracking at least one food this turn. Honestly, it's probably just to gain 6, right? Like this cat slowly draining us out. I don't want to die by mistake. Like I'm gonna have 6 food after these geese lay some more eggs. Vraska is going to 9 this turn, which is a concern.
We win. Nothing else matters.
We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands. They've drawn a similar number, but Vraska's eaten a few. Sounds good, Windowhead. Thank you. This is still game 1. And our opponents used 12 minutes and we've used 8. It's like a lot of long games today. Third Sultai Oko will do Sean well. Thanks for the half year support, Durls. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and crack 2 of these here, I think. Just pay 18-6. Oh, it sounds like my family's home. Which means they're come bringing food. There will probably be a child cameo here shortly. Which, if you haven't met my children before, they're loud, like most children. Okay, yep, I mean, that's another prime speaker, I guess. Do you hear the drums in the distance?
I'm certain you're quite charmed to meet me.
So am I supposed to throw away a 3/3 to hit their Vraska? I feel like I am. I guess they could also chump block their way through here too. Thank you, wifey. I love you. How was the farm?
That's fine. It started to get chilly. Why are you talking about the children? Why is chat talking about the children?
Oh,
Were you
because
talking
I
about
said
children?
I heard you come in.
Oh.
She brought me cheese fries, chat. She's the best. So like, what are we supposed to do in this combat step? I feel like I'm supposed to send these somewhere, and the answer could be here or here. Like, am I okay throwing away, like, 2 3/3s for, like, just their 2/3? I guess I'm not.
Advice
I
for a
think I'm just
first
hanging
child
tight.
is sleep now.
Advice for your first child. Sometimes they sleep. Sometimes.
No.
This is like my 3rd meal on stream.
Then why did I get... So you
So
didn't
I
actually need this
I
one.
wanted actual food. I had like a salad.
How are
snacks?
cheese fries actual food?
There's a mushroom sandwich in there. Don't you judge me.
I am so judging you.
What'd you get, Jake?
A pot.
It's a pumpkin. Look at that.
Pipe grow garment. I've been pipe grow.
Welcome to the feast.
I feel like we're dead here. Like, their Oko's back. That's an interesting one. Feels like we've been ground out. Do I play to time them out? I guess I could theoretically play to time them out. That doesn't sound particularly exciting. I feel like I'd rather just try and win games 2 and 3, because this game, I feel like this game is definitely done. Yeah, if this was like a really important match, I'd keep playing, because I think it would take them a while to win this game, and we could theoretically time them out in 3. But I also just don't care enough here. Tristani sounds great against Broko. Although worth noting, she does stop us from taking their stuff as well. This is also very good against Oko, blinking our stuff to get it back. Is Deputy good enough here? Thanks, Solus. I appreciate it. Jake's pretty great. Is Vale good against Oko, Vraska, Ryder? Yeah, I guess this could be okay, huh? That's like a decent tempo swing. What do I want to cut here then, though? Like, I need some trims. I feel like Neoform's probably not very good if they're getting grindy, like trading 2 cards in for 1 doesn't seem stellar. Goose seemed pretty reasonable there. All my top end seems fine. Need one more cut here. Vannifar kind of slow. Can I trim one of her? Yeah, I'm gonna trim one of her. She gets stolen by their Oko too. I'm gonna go ahead and bottom a temple here, I think. Because I have this and I have a scry. Hey, Gassens, thanks for the tip. I appreciate it. Thanks for providing the content. Your passion for magic and rational approach are appreciated. Well, thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a good one. And yeah, I think I actually just keep that there because it's an elemental trigger Risen Reef, right? Yeah, the miser deputy to fetch up with Vannifar in some situations I think is worth leaving in. Seems reasonable at least to me. I was hoping to find a land there, but that's, you know, how it goes sometimes. Rat. I was kind of hoping they'd murder this. That would have been ideal for us. Let's start with this. And then play the Goose here as well. Oketra could probably take this game over. I wonder... So my takeaways from playing this deck, again, just like focusing on the cards that feel powerful. I wonder if there's like, just like an Oketra plus like talking about Bant shells for the Oko food. Maybe there's a shell with like God-Eternal Oketra and a bunch of questing beasts at your top end. Like both of those cards seem individually very powerful. They brought in Legion's End against us. Okay, I guess we had a lot of 2s. Double end there to tag the second Paradise Druid. Feels bad after we mulligan though. Okay, so they know we have QB here. Land is awesome because they went down, so I can play God-Eternal Oketra and then send this way. Sounds great.
I've suffered worse.
Walk with me, sing with me. I will enlighten you. Oh dear.
This card's actually just like really good against Oko, huh? So questing bees can't be blocked by Murderous Rider here. So their Oko's gonna die and they're taking at least 4, possibly 7 if they don't jump block here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Bolt Boy. That kind of base. I feel like you take the Oko, Goose, Big Bad Wolf, like food package, and like build up like that similar Bant Oketra shell around it, Bant Flash, whatever you want to call it. So like, they're gonna murder this, and they're like, I'm gonna hit them to 5, and I'm gonna Prince Charming and blink my Oketra here. So it comes back. So in Magic, when cards change zones, they're considered a new instance of that card. So when my God-Eternal Oketra comes back into play, she's going to be her normal self and not her elk self. Which is pretty great. Dang it, Bobby.
You're quite charmed to meet me.
Dang it, Bobby.
Your new look is enchanting.
Rewarded for holding on to this, which feels good. Alright, so if I send everything here and they block this to eat it for free, they go to 5 and then they take 5 and die. So attacking with everything obligates them to chump block here and then they take 4 and go to 1. So that seems like a good attack. Hey, what's going on, Jin? To play another Leafkin Druid here, which gives us another trigger off the Risen Reef. In. Alright, sure. I think I'm happy with how I boarded there. Let's run it back. Yeah, after the incredible slog that was game 1, and game 2 had a very, very different pace of play, huh? Easy mulligan here. No second land. Yeah, this hand looks great. I'm gonna be a little bit greedy in bottom of land. All these spells are good. This is definitely one of the decks of the day. This and Mardu Knights are definitely going to be tagged as favorites from today. Maybe one or two others. I tag on an extra long day like this. I'll tag up to 3 or 4. I think we played like 8 or 9 decks today. Hey, King Alton, welcome to Hoaglandia. I appreciate the support. Played enough to formulate an opinion on decks to build in this format. I don't think anybody's played enough to do that, really. So we talked about this a little bit on stream, but the format's definitely still largely in a point where people are playing their bad decks against other bad decks for the most part. So, like, if these decks are good, I don't really know. Even the decks we're winning with, I could largely be winning with because they're just slightly less bad than my opponent's decks. Getting pretty punished here for binning a land. Try and hit some land drops here. Yikes. Well, I mean, if they don't kill this, I get to Cloudkin. Once Upon a Time is probably good in this deck. So, again, a lot of the decks we play here are viewer submissions, and I try, while I do make some changes if something seems incredibly out of place, I try not to change the core of the decks too terribly much. Please be trophy. Perfect. I'm going to grab a Plain Seer. So this way if we find any untapped land, we can play the Prince Charming. God, we are really unlucky. The Neoform's a card I'm pretty down on in general. And I think that would probably be much better as Once Upon a Time. In general, I'm not like the Bant core of this deck's been great. I'm not really huge on the specifically Prime Speaker Vannifar part of this deck. So Bant stuff seems good. Prime Speaker Vannifar seems kind of middling. Alright, we've unstumbled here a little bit, so that's exciting. This gets to draw another card. What's our rank? We were still sub 300 last I checked. We can check again after this probably. Seems like a good idea.
I will enlighten you. Surely you must be famished.
I think I just snap off this double block here. Like, please don't have a removal spell. Alright, so... what do I want to do here? I have a few choices. I almost feel like, hey, Wax Paper, thanks for the 18th month. I almost feel like it's Questing Beast. And then I have to decide, what do I want this Prince Charming to do? I feel like I want him to hang out for a turn. I think a little
merriment is in order.
That is an incredibly unfortunate outcome. We're gonna have Stumble just long enough here to get beat. We have one Deputy of Detention in our deck still. Veil of Summer's a really good pickup here. Did we really just brick on a land? Did that actually just happen? We are still going, Zikta. Honk honk. Why did I put the Tristani back on top of my deck? Oh, right, because we're going to redraw it. They're out of cards. So, like, if we can just survive to play the cards in our hand, we'll be in such a good spot. And Tristani plus Charming Prince might let us get to that point. I get to block Wicked Wolf here when they attack, which
Let's broaden your existence.
Really? Okay. Oh, they picked the wrong food. That's awkward. They picked the Summoning Sick food. That's super awkward for them. I was dead on board if they picked the right food. That's not true, because I'd block this one and then they only have 3/7 and I was at 8. Back for Throne of Eldraine. Thanks for keeping me around, George. Welcome back. Hope life is finding you swell. I think I just killed the goose here, right? Oh, right. And Veil countered this, so they don't even get a thing with it. This deck generated some sick games of Magic. Prince Charming's been, like, uniquely good. I've been kind of surprised at how good he's felt. We're on our last game. We've been going for almost 2 hours. There's been... The games we've played today have been an incredible slog. In general or in this matchup. He's been okay in general. He's been absurd in this matchup.
I assure you, our
Okay. Did they draw a removal spell for Tristani? Or do they not realize she has alt text? They must have drawn a removal spell, right? I feel like our opponent played well up until that point, but I don't know. I feel like even if they make kind of optimal decisions here at the end, they're probably a little bit behind. Like I said, they killed Tristani. Maybe they're not. I don't know. All right, we're gonna resign at 4-0 because I don't want to let decks run too long. We got other things to do. Let's get our prizes. That game broke. Then the first and third games of that match were just like incredible slogs. So like, I feel like my takeaway from playing that is like the Bant shell seems super sweet. Neoform and Prime Speaker both seem a little eh. Kenrith is a card that's like been impressive every time we've played it. We played a Bant Kenrith deck yesterday as well, and it was also good in this deck here today. Oketra stole us multiple games in that set. So again, just like this card's really powerful when you untap with it in these creature-based deck. Charming Prince is super interesting and only for retrigger or enter the battlefield effects, but notably this is another creature you own, so this can steal back things that opposing Okos have taken, which is kind of nice. Risen Reef is great even when you just are getting more Risen Reefs, you know. Card draws a lot of cards. All right, we're going to roll on to some black-red Knights up next. It'll be a complete change of pace from this grindy pile. Where are we at? Black-red Knights here. Before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and run a quick ad break and scarf down the sandwich that my wife brought me like 20 minutes ago. And then we'll dive in.